In this video, we see how many trophies this Manchester City team can win in 10 seasons, with the main man Haaland being at the forefront of it, and see if they can finally get on the hands on the Champions League trophy. And at the end of season 1, we are your Premier League champions, going undefeated, doing the Invincibles. Aston Villa come in second. We actually almost did the Invincibles and almost get 100 points. We win the Premier League. The FA, are we in the Community Shield? I don't think we were, right? We were. We lose that, so we don't win that trophy. FA Cup, Tottenham win that. Carabao Cup, we do not win that. The Champions League, it's Atletico versus Barcelona, so we only get one trophy, and we're actually about to get sacked as well. Our top goal scorer of the season was Riyad Mahrez, with Foden coming with 23, KDB and Haaland both on 17. We bring in a star player to help solidify this midfield a little bit more, and we bring in Jude Bellingham from Dortmund, if I can select the right player. This team is looking incredible. Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, Walker, Ederson, Bellingham, Rodri, De Bruyne, Haaland, Grealish, and Foden. Now, honestly, I would love to improve. We bring in 2 more players to help this team out. One of them being Virgil van Dijk, and then the other one replacing Grealish is Rafael Leao. And a chance here to grab our first trophy of the season against Tottenham. It's a 2-1 win. Haaland and Joao Cancelo. We get the Community Shield. The end of the second season, and we are once again your Premier League winners. We also have already won the FA Community Shield. I showed you all that at the beginning of the season. We did go ahead and win the FA Cup against Arsenal, beating them 4-1. The Carabao Cup, we also win, making it 3-1. Now the Champions League, we are not in the finals, in which sees Juventus face off against AC Milan. We actually get knocked out to Lyon in the round of 16. Our top goal scorer is Haaland, 35 goals. Phil Foden coming in with 27. KDB and Rafael Leao both on 19. Cancelo on 6. Bellingham on 5. We go into next season. And we start the season again here, turning our team slowly into the Liverpool's team by bringing in Trent to help replace Kyle Walker, who is now 83 overall. He is falling off rapidly. And for the 3rd season straight, we are your Premier League winners. We do go ahead and lose the Community Shield again to Liverpool. We are not going to be your FA Cup winners this season. The Carabao Cup, we are not as well. Port Vale in that. And then we do go ahead and lose the Champions League final to PSG. So it is another 1-season trophy here for this Manchester City club, yet to win the Champions League as well. And Haaland, of course, the top goal scorer with Rafael Leao with 25, KDB with 22, Foden with 15. Start of the next season, and I forgot about contracts expiring. So some players have left, obviously Couto, Ortega, I don't care. Van Dijk is gone, Walker is gone, Laporte is gone, Ake is gone, Sack-Steffen is gone, Bernardo Silva is gone. We lose a good chunk of this great team. So John Stones is now our center back for now, so we will have to fix that up, and we'll have to boost our bench once again, but we do have 646 million to do so. We bring in midfielders Enzo Fernandez and Tonali into the team to help boost us a little bit. Grealish is still part of this team, but other than that, this team is actually looking a little bit weak, so we still... The end of season 4, and we are your Premier League champions again. The FA Community Shield, we win that on penalties. The FA Cup, we don't win that. That's actually Spurs winning their first trophy in forever. We do win the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. In Champions League, we lose the final again, but this time to Atletico Madrid. Once again, Haaland going on a madness, 43 goals, 32 of those in the Premier League. Foden with 26, KDB with 12, Rafael Leao with 9, and now there is one man that is going to be leaving the club. Ederson will be leaving the club, whether that is going to a different club or going to a free agent. I couldn't sign him again, but we go on to season 5 now. And we start this season off by bringing in free agent Thibaut Courtois. He comes in for a free, and he will be our new #1 goalkeeper until he pretty much retires or gets under 90. The next player we are bringing in, as it shows Courtois entering, we bring in Akil Jaman. He comes in. Benzema's regen at 19 years old, 91, or is he 92 overall? He is 94 overall at 20 years old. He will come in, and we will be going to a two-striker formation with this Manchester City club. And we finally fall in the Premier League. Spurs outbeating us, somehow Tottenham, of all clubs, beat us. We don't win the Premier League, but we do win the Community Shield, the FA Cup. We are not. QPR winning the FA Cup against Tottenham. That's crazy to see. Chelsea win the Carabao Cup. Super Cup, obviously, we're not involved. In the Champions League, we are your Champions League winner. We finally get that UCL trophy. So we only win the Community Shield, and our new Frenchman is the top goal scorer with 36 goals. Haaland had 27, Rafael Leao had 22, and Phil Foden had 18. We bring in a new left back in Destiny Udogie to replace the Joao Cancelo, who leaves the club on a free. We finished 5th in the league. Not first, not second, not third, not fourth. We're not in Champions League. We lose out to Liverpool in the FA Cup final. The Carabao Cup, we will not be taking that home as well. The Super Cup, we lose that to Juventus. We lose to Roma in the Champions League final. It's a winningless season here at Manchester City, and honestly, I'm probably going to get fired. And our top goal scorer is Haaland this time, with Jermaine scoring 22, Foden 16, Haaland has 49. If there is a new season, I'll see you there. If not, I'm fired. We bring in a bunch load of players here at the beginning of Season 7, including bringing back Ederson back from Juventus. We bring in Nezovic, the Modric regen. We paid a pretty penny for him, 80 million. We bring in Desmet. This is KDB's regen. We bring in Kovacic on a free. We bring on Alec on for a free. We bring on Quan, Sun's regen for a free. We bring in Tanner Summers regen on for a free. We bring Dennis on for a free. We bring Baker on for a free, believed to be possibly Van Dijk's regen. And then we bring Kovalenko on for a free as well. Our team is now completely boosted. And once again, we are your Premier League winners with 101 points, only one loss. We win one trophy this season. FA Cup, Manchester United beat Swansea City. The Carabao Cup goes to Manchester City, that's 2. The UEFA Super Cup, obviously we're not in that. The Champions League, we're obviously not in that. The Europa League, we are in that though, so we win 3 trophies this season. That's a great season compared to last. The big man joins Manchester City for the rest of the last 3 seasons. Mbappe joins the club, and he joins Pep Guardiola. He will be our left winger, replacing Rafael Leao, as we still have Haaland, who is now 99 overall, and obviously Bernard as well as a striker. We also bring in Schneider and 91 rated Keita, who honestly I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him, but he is on a sporadic squad role, which is crazy to even think about. Alright, we actually got fired, but I mean, it still doesn't really matter. We just won't be able to see directly who the top goal scorer stuff is, but we'll still be able to see whether, actually, will we? Yeah, no, we should be able to see who wins and all that stuff. Get fired from the club somehow, I'm not sure. But Pep Guardiola is now Aston Villa manager. End of the season, and Manchester City do go ahead and win the league. The FA Cup, Chelsea wins that. The Carabao Cup, Manchester City lose to the final of that. UEFA Super Cup, Manchester City win that. That's 2 trophies for Man City. Champions League final, it's PSG versus whoever, and then obviously Europa League, we don't care about that. Now I can't see who the top goal scorer is as far as the scoring goes, but I'm pretty sure I can see Haaland had 30 goals this season in the Premier League. So it's 2 trophies for City this season. End of season 9, and Manchester City finished 4th in the league. FA Cup, it goes to Manchester City. The Carabao Cup, it goes to Aston Villa. We win the Cup, well, Aston Villa wins it. We don't win the Super Cup, obviously. Champions League, Man City is in the final of that. Manchester City are your Champions League winners. That's 2 trophies for them this season. And the end of the final season here sees Manchester City win the Prem. They also win the FA Cup here against Tottenham. Do they win the Carabao Cup? Can they make a domestic treble? No. Do they win the Super Cup after winning the Champions League last season? Yes, that's trophy number 3 on the season. The Champions League, they lose out on the final to that, so they only get 3 for this season. Holland had 26 goals this season. I can't really check their squad out too much. Actually, I might be able to. Manchester City, I can only check really the Premier League at least, in which they had 26 goals. Jermaine had 19, Mbappe had 13. We do finish this whole, I guess, experiment with 21 trophies for this Manchester City club, which is on average 2.1 of every year. So that's the end of if that's the end of this video. We win a trophy pretty much 2 every season, and we did go 1 season without a single trophy, and that was season 6. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what club you want me to do next.